gratitude, my friends. It is Alana from Sabale Pure Face and Body. And today I am here in my favorite place, my garden. Yes, if you watch enough, you're gonna see this garden a lot because it is truly, truly, truly my happy place. I'm here at my garden, and specifically, I am in front of my compost pile. So for those of you who haven't heard, I have this amazing garden, which I absolutely love. I come out here to commune with nature, to ground myself, to feel, I get charged up. I love it. These are my tomatoes. They're growing. I don't know if I might have got them in a little late to get a lot of tomatoes this season, but we'll see what happens. If you go back, I've got melons and zucchini and all sorts of things. My fennel, I let a few of them continue to grow and just go to seed. Anyways, I'm here to talk about Sabale Pure Face and Body, and I'm here specifically to talk about these tubes. So, my garden has a compost that's built into the front of it. This is the soil that nurtures this amazing garden back here. And so these tubes are actually going to help nurture and give back to the earth that's gonna feed my plants. Isn't that cool? And you can do the same thing. So that's what this video is about, how these tubes work, why I chose the company I did, all of those fun things. So let's get started. First and foremost, these tubes are FSC certified. So what does that mean? Forest Stewardship Council. This is a organization. It is around the world, and what it does is it sets up standards, trackable standards, certified standards that the companies who produce anything related to materials coming out of the forest can become certified by the FSC. So whether it's wood to build your house or furniture or different things, or in my case, the paper, which is obviously from wood initially, is certified by them. What it means is that from the time that it comes out of the ground to becoming this tube, there are checkpoints, and this is tracked the entire time. There is a chain of custody, and there is a responsibility at every step of the way. All of these tubes are FSC certified. They are made from post-consumer recycled materials. What is really amazing is that here in the United States alone, we use over 100 billion tons of paper products, and only 35% of them are recyclable, are made from post-consumer recycled ingredients. These tubes are one of those things. I knew when I started Sabale that I wanted to be plastic free. And so I went towards tubes. And when I was researching these tubes, I was noticing a discrepancy, quite honestly, in price. So I was getting samples sent to me, and I began talking to these people because these particular tubes were 10 to 15 cents more a tube than several of the competitors. And I was like, well, why am I doing this? And they explained to me, and they sent me their certification documents. And I said, you know what? I've got to do this, because if I say that I stand for what is good for our bodies and what is good for our environment, and I want to say I am a sustainable business, and not just say it but really mean it, that means I have to be willing to support these mechanisms that allow us to track this. You know, the wood that makes this paper is not just the wood, which is completely important, but it's also the people. So part of my doing this FSC certification ensures that the people that create the paper that this is made of are also treated well, have living wages, have safety, all of those things. It's the same thing that goes into why I choose a lippe butter. That's another video because that is an ingredient. But again, this is about the sustainability and the way that things are collected, but also the way that the people who actually work on this create this product. And as you know, when I actually make these products, I meditate and get myself in the right frame of mind before I start. So the whole time that any product that comes from Sabale is being made, I'm doing what I can to ensure that every step of the way, from ingredients to tubing to packaging to everything, people are treated fairly in the creation of these products. But let's get back to what I'm talking about, which are these compostable tubes. What does that mean specifically? That I can put it into this compost pile right here at the front of my garden, and that it will actually nourish the soil that is going to help my plants grow. One way that this is done is by having it be FSC, because they certify the compostability of this product, but also the tube itself has to be lined with wax, because I pour product in here and it has to be able to hold that product. So that needs some sort of coating. Some people use plastic coating, some people use different types of waxes. Obviously, wax is more natural than plastic, but even amongst wax, you have to be aware of what type of wax you are using. Oh, thank you, Plane. Anyways, I use candelilla wax. Candelilla wax is of a plant that I actually use candelilla wax to line these, and candelilla wax is the wax within this product. It is a plant that is indigenous to the desert area, which is where I actually make these products. And it's plant-based, and it is completely biodegradable. If I was to use beeswax, not only would it mean that now my packaging is not vegan, beeswax, as natural as it is not compostable. It will not break down. It will remain. It remains forever. Honey itself, honey can be hundreds of years old and still be a viable ingredient. So just a little piece of trivia there. Anyway, so these are compostable. So what do you need to do to actually compost these products? Well, first off, you have to use up the amazing product that's in it. Before I totally break this down, I want to point out, you will notice as you use my product that you might see some discoloration. This is from the oils that are used. The reason why you're going to begin to see that on these tubes is that they are not coated in a heavy plastic. They do have a coating to keep certain things in place, but it is not completely solid like plastic or, more toxic coatings. So you will see some discoloration. That is completely normal. The tube itself completely holds up. They are very strong, so you don't have to worry. But let me show you. So the first thing you have to do is obviously take it apart. You're going to want to pop out the top and the bottom. And it's, it's kind of, there you go. Takes a little bit of strength, and I don't have quite long enough fingers to push this top complete. Oh, look at that, it went a little easier. Sometimes, and I had a stick ready, I have to push it with a pen or something to actually pull this stuff up. You are going to want to peel away the outer portion of the tube, the line part. In this case, this is printed. This printed thing has a coating to hold that ink. So I peel this away. This is recyclable. It is not compostable. So I'm gonna put that to the side. This is compostable. Then this thing that I just popped out, the top of this is not compostable. So I am going to peel away this printed part. Compostable, not compostable, recyclable. Okay, so here we go. These are really tough circles. I like to cut them to make it easier to peel. So I'm cutting it here with my kitchen shears to make this easier. I'm opening up and I'm bending this away, because as you bend this is curled, and you want to unfold this because it just makes it easier for your peeling process, and you're going to be able to do it in a cleaner thing. So now that I've done this, this actually becomes very easy. I have tried doing this in different ways, and if you just go and you start trying to peel the product itself, you're gonna have a hard time. I wanna point out, if you could kind of see, there is this coating right here. This is that coating. It is recyclable, but it is not biodegradable. This is the coating on the outside of the tube that allow, you can see it here even better. It's actually maintained the color, but you can see it peel off. This is what allows the tubes to hold their color and to be printed on and so forth. They are recyclable, not compostable. But anyway, so this makes it a whole lot easier. I'm gonna finish doing the bottom part of this off camera just to save some time, and I will be right back. So I am all done peeling this thing. So here are the parts that can go into the compost, and this is the outer portions. This will be put into my recycling bin. So at the end of the day, absolutely no waste, completely plastic free, good for the environment. This is why I chose to do FSC certified, and why I chose, quite frankly, to go with a more expensive tube. I could have gotten cheaper tubes. They would not have held up as well. They would not have been FSC certified, and who knows what else they would have done. By using this organization, I have a closer vision. I mean, I have closer control over how these are produced and what's done to them, so that I know that what I'm giving you is the best quality possible. Okay, wait. Oh, I was about to turn you off, but I just realized, wait a minute, you got to see the best part. The best part is I get to open this up and I get to dump this into my compost pile. So here it is. I just this morning dumped some things. I had some cucumbers going bad, so you'll see some cucumbers down there, and I get to dump this in there. And I do have water that flows through, so my tube will probably biodegrade more quickly than maybe something that's just sitting in a compost that's just out in the open air, because it does have water daily flow through. But again, this tubes will be completely composted in less than 60 days. So we'll see what happens. I will check back in with you guys later and show you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. I love you. I'm thankful for you. I'm in gratitude for you. The same way that the end of my ingredient list always ends in gratitude. That's the way I strive to live my life. I encourage everyone to do the same. Love, 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 guys. Thank you. Bye.